Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. We are still looking for hints that this wave 2 here is playing out, with another rally in a third wave higher. It's not high probability at this stage, but it's a decent reward to risk ratio that we have here. It's fairly deep in support. The point is that XRP, and I go to the 1 hour chart, that XRP can move higher, in a potential third wave. We would then need to see how this is embedded in a larger structure, but first of all, we're trying to look for the structures on the lower time frame to establish the potential of a bounce from here. Now, from an Elliott Wave point of view, we have a 5-wave move to the upside, which is why we're exploring that idea. We did highlight here back then, that was on Wednesday, that a move down is anticipated into the support area, and that we have a first signal that this is happening if the break of the trend line occurs. We have we have arrived in this area now. What I would love to see is actually a bounce in a B wave, a little bit of a stronger move up. Because the thing is, even though a direct path down is likely and possible, the problem is if we don't get a bounce in the B wave higher, it will most likely break below the 61 cent level. Okay, I hope that's clear. The reason is that the wave C and the wave A, they often have a relationship in their length. And if the C wave is too short, or it doesn't have enough space before invalidating the setup, it will typically break. And any sustained break below the 78.6 fib level will mean that this 1-2 setup is not going to play out. So I'm not happy with the lack of upside in the B wave. The 61 cents is short-term support. Below 61 cents, price still has a chance to find support at 56. Below that level, well, I think the upside scenarios generally get very, very unlikely. Doesn't mean it couldn't go up then anymore, but we would be again in a state of uncertainty, and it would be very likely that XRP has topped here only in a 3-wave corrective structure and is heading down, probably then next to the trend line around 50 cents. But it's going to be very, very uncertain. I wouldn't want to do anything here or even commit to any upside until we see a first impulse again on the upside. And impulses are very rare. They are very rare on the XRP chart. So let's explore the potential for Elliott Wave counts here. I mean, again, this is sort of my best educated guess. I would say it's not really highly reliable, but there is, because we're dealing with a 30-minute chart, but because nothing happened, let's explore a few possibilities here. Obviously, it could be that this B wave is unfolding as a triangle. A wave, B wave, C wave, D wave. In fact, it's actually a complete triangle. Doesn't need any more upside. So it's an ideal spot for it to break down if it needs to, okay? Or at least to make some kind of a move, because this is one possibility where the B wave topped, but I need confirmation for that we are coming down in the C wave. Next support would then be 61 cents, but the confirmation is always a break below the B wave low, and that would be at 62.1 cents. So unless it breaks below 62.1, it could also break out to the other way, to the other direction. Why is that possible? Well, it could be that the B wave itself unfolds as an ABC structure. So A wave up, and then the B wave could actually be the triangle, and then C wave to the upside. You see how it is so important to be more focused on the actual parameters, the Fibonacci levels, not so much on the micro structures. A lot of people are always focused on the micro structures. Now, let me tell you one thing. If you're focused too much on the micro counts, you will get disappointed, especially when we deal with altcoins. So it could be this, D wave might already be, but this is, I probably would like to see this stretch out a little bit because the A wave is too complex. But either way, this can go both ways, and a breakout point to the upside would be 64 cents. Then it can go higher in the red zone and would give us a higher B wave, which I would potentially prefer. But as I often say, in a corrective structure, and this is a corrective structure, we need to free ourselves from the desire for prediction, and be more focused on let's wait and see, and be more focused on the relevant parameters, like here the resistance zone and the breakout points I just shared to both the upside and the downside, and down here as well, right? So we have the potential for this B wave to go higher, but we could also already head down in the C wave. The parameters are important to understand that in the bigger picture, the third wave can start as long as we're holding 61 cents. it would take a break below 62 to indicate that we're already in the C wave. As long as we then hold 61 cents, I'm counting it as a wave 2. Below that, we're going to retest probably 56 cents, to be honest. And it would take a break above 63.9 cents to indicate that we are in a higher B wave. So these are the parameters. And above 65.67, we are likely already in a breakout. So focus on the larger FIBs. They are more reliable. They tell you much clearer where we are. But the lower degree wave counts, they tell you the relevant levels. The wave counts reveal the parameters. I think that's the important thing that many people don't realize. The wave counts, also the micro counts, they reveal certain parameters, and they tell you, or they give you a hint when the market is moving in a different direction, that you that we have to change perspective. Okay, but they are not necessarily to be used as prediction, because on lower time frames you will always have a primary and alternative scenario, and the smaller you go in terms of time frames, the more different scenarios you have, and then they get just less likely, right, and less reliable. So it's more about the parameters, focus on the larger FIB levels, and I still think it has a chance to go higher, but I would like to see that B wave first before it comes down. Either way, the XRP chart, as you know, it's not a highly reliable wave count generally, or chart. What we ultimately need to see, and I'm very interested in the long-term potential of a coin, I think most people are. With XRP, I can only be optimistic long-term if I see 5 waves to the upside. So one more high is needed above the 95 cent level. And so far, XRP has been very stubborn and really want to give us that 5th wave. But as soon as we have a break above 95 cents from this structure, and then an ABC pullback in a wave 2 support area, we can be more optimistic long term. At the moment, this could just be a corrective move up, which is followed by a corrective move down, and could just be in this endless triangle that I think we discussed in the last video. So here, we're basically in this huge triangle, and there is not really any clear sense of direction. Be aware that with any triangle, it represents a balance of forces. So it might take a lot of patience to really get a sustained break outside of this triangle. Even with one more high, it might only touch the upper trend line. Okay, that's my update about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.